Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to continue our journey of pen testing. The machine I'm going to do together with you would be MySQL 1. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. I think this machine is very interesting, which will involve a lot of source code auditing. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM to start our journey of pen testing. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. Maybe I need to zoom in the terminal so you can see what's going on exactly. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 112. So what we are going to do next, we need to do the port and service scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So for now, we just cut out its result. Okay, before we go on, I kindly remind you this video will be going on for a bit long time. So please be patient and paired with me. As you can see over here, I used the option like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, and followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. And then the last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. Although, as you can notice here, the IP address has been changed from the first time when I did the machine. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target 1234 open port number. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information. I don't think we can find any vulnerability for this version of OpenSSH. The second one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, Apache 2, and also can give us some CMS information. CMS is CMS made simple. You know, this is open source CMS, and the next port number is 30306, which is running MySQL, and also the version information. Sorry, I need to pause the video. All right, let's continue. So what to do next? Just I mentioned in the other videos, if the target has MySQL service running, we need to check whether the MySQL service is vulnerable to the weak credential vulnerability. So how to test? We can use MySQL and the IP address of the target. Press enter. The password is root. Wonderful. So fantastic, right? Even it means that the target is vulnerable to the weak credential vulnerability. Of course, I'm talking about MySQL service. So I think we can put this aside for a while. And of course, we can, we can utilize the MySQL to do some some sort of exploitation. But before I do this, I'd like to make immersion of the web application first, okay? So now we can open up our browser to do the immersion with HTTP service. Okay, so this is the CMS made simple and nothing interesting. And also if you want, you can check source code, but nothing we can get. And also we can check whether this site has robot file No. And next we can, make automatic enumeration. Sorry about this. Maybe I can close up and zoom in the terminal. We can use Nicoto to do the automatic enumeration with the web application. Of course, this is my own methodology. You can have your own methodology anyway. So as you can see, we found the admin directory, and we can access this directory. And of course, this is the login panel for this CMS. We can try to see whether we can use weak credential admin as username and admin as password. So not successful. And next, I think we can, just now we have already got the version of this CMS, right? Okay, no version. Okay, let's go back. I think if you look at this page, you can know the version. Yeah, this one. So maybe we can copy this information onto my notebook. So next we can use such a sprite utility, CMS. Maybe I can paste in here, and I can remove the version to see whether the no version. Okay, so how to do? Next, I think we can launch the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. With the list, GoBuster directory. Press enter, and GoBuster can discover directories and the files. Of course, I think all of them belong to the installation of the CMS made simple. And here found the PHP myadmin directory. We can PHP myadmin. However, this is protected by the HTTP basic authentication. We can try to use admin as username, and password is also admin sign in, but failed. All right. So next, I don't like go through all of directories, because in most cases we cannot get anything from such default installation of CMS made simple. So I'd like to interrupt it here. So then what we have already done almost everything what we can with the HTTP service. Nothing interesting besides the CMS information, also the version. However, we failed to discover its exploit. Okay, so now we can go back, and it's time to exploit the MySQL, and we can show databases. And we want to use CMSMS DB, and then we can show tables. And usually what we want to look at is this table, the users table, because this table always contains sensitive information like username and password, right? Select from CMS users. And as you can see, we got the username, admin, and also the password. However, this password is, I think this should be the hash. And we can copy, and then we can use the hashcat show to display the possible type of the hash. So this, I think, it should be MD4 or MD5. Maybe I can use another command. Identifier. And we can paste the hash value here. So maybe this is the MD5, okay, in most possibility. So how to do? I think we can use online website or John the Ripper to crack it. We can use Google Crack Station and go to this one. And we can paste in here. Of course, I'm not robot, crack hashes, but not found. Of course, if you want, you can, for example, you can echo the hash value and save into the file, and then you can use John the Ripper to crack it. But I don't think we can crack it successfully, okay? And to save time, I will not, okay, it's completed, all right, okay? So now, you know, when we can access this one, we can do something besides what I've already done. For example, we can check whether we can utilize the UDF, user-defined function, to, for example, to upload the some shell file, and we can use. Maybe I can use the MySQL UDF exploit and the link. You know, this one is we can. So what's, yeah, by using a UDF, user-defined functions, we can create the native code to be executed on the file system from the inside MySQL. To do this, we need to write a library and compile the library into a shared object. And then we need to, the shared object, the extension is .so, and place that shared object into the plugin directory. And then we can create the function in MySQL to execute our shared objects. But to do that, you know, to make this UDF work, this should be meeting some conditions. For example, first of all, we need to find out the directories of the plugin. We can use the %plugin. We can do the fast search. Show variables. Show var. So no problem. We can get some help from this website. The link, which link will be added into the description section below. So we can share variables, the plugins. Oh, sorry. Share variables like, I forgot this one. This is my bad. Plugin. Interesting. Show variables. Show variables. Interesting. Show variables. Plugin. Why I get such error? Show variables like plugin. Anyway, no return. Interesting. Interesting. So we can copy. Okay, sorry, my bad. So this should be So, my memory is not very good, and you can get the directory of a plugin. Of course, the UDF function, we need to put the code or the shared object into under this directory. Next, we need to check share global valuables, and we can use the pre or secure, maybe secure. Interesting. So we just copy this one. So we got this variable. So because this variable, the value is not null. If the null, and then, we possibly can, can run the user-defined function. So because this is not null, and also the value is not the directory of the plugin. So I think this way cannot work for this case. So how to do? Also, we cannot crack the password for the admin. So another way to bypass is to update the password, right? So we can CMS users. Okay, we want to update which table? CMS users. And we want to set the password. Of course, this is MD5, so we can use the echo. And so now we can copy this encrypted hash value, paste it in here, and where username is equal to admin. Okay, so now we can press enter. Successful. Now we can use the new password to log in to this the administrator panel, admin, and we can use admin, and password is 123456. Submit. However, we got the error. So this is very weird, right? Since we have already, updated our password for the user admin. However, this cannot work. Actually, this issue is caused by the password generation algorithm or operation. This is not native MD5. Actually, the sort value or sort is involved in the process of the password generation. But the question is how the sort is involved in such process. Because this CMS, made simple CMS, is open source, so you can go to the website of the CMS and you can get it down. Maybe I can, of course, I've already done that earlier. So the same code, we can go inside this directory, and you can get it from its official portal of the CMS made simple. Okay, so next we need to know how the password or how password for the user is generated. And normally I think we can go to the admin, because this is the major logic lies, and the login, we can cut out this login. Okay, and we can take a look at this code. So it's time to audit the code, because there's so a lot of file under or with this open source project. So it requires a bit long time. As you can see, require 2 files, the class user, and we can scroll down. So the user, the load user by username, get user operations. And we can scroll down. MD5. But this is not the user. Redirect the normal login. Username is set. So maybe this process or the login, validation, authentication has a lot to do with this method or this function, right? So next we need to know, however, the definition for this function is not inside this file, maybe here, right? Or here. So to locate this function, we can use this one. We can copy. I can grep and maybe I can grep the function. Function and also want to grep the function name. The function name should be this one. Which one? Yeah, this one. We can copy. Okay. So I think should be the function. But not this one. Maybe inside this one. Inside, because this one require or include this file, we can get out this file. Delete, set password. So the username, set initial password. Okay, function. Here you can get, the function set password. I think this is what we want, right? MD5. And the outer layer is MD5. However, I think this is the submitted password. And this is another function, right? So maybe I can copy. So the password, sorry, not this one. We can copy. And it will take two parameters. The first one is site mask, and second one is noun. So next, I think we need to know this function, right? So how to do? We can copy, and this should be the function. We can use the same way. Function. We can paste in here. Of course, this is my way because too much files with this project. And I think we can find this one, right? So this should be the definition for this function. And take two parameters. So we can take a look at this file. We can copy. So I think this is the most difficult part for this machine. We can cut out this one, and let's take a look at this. I think define some functions, right? So many. Maybe so the functions we want to get a user ID. So it should be get site preferences. Site audit function. I think this should be this one, right? However, this function called the class. This is the class, right? So next, I think we need to locate. Maybe we can copy. So next, we need to know this one, and we can copy. This should be the name of the class. We can use the grep class and grep, paste in here. Okay. So maybe this is I think this should be the definition for this class. We can cut out this class. Not here, cat. Okay, and we can go to the final class. Yeah, this is the final class, and define some private attributes for this class, and this should be the private function, and this is also the static function read. So we'll do some query. We need to go to the get method, right, of this class. The get, we need to locate the get set remove. So no get. Interesting. Set exists. Oh, here, get. So we'll do the, however, here, just to return, this should be, I think, the key and the value, right? And run, this function will run the read function. This should be the private function. Yeah, this one. And what this function does, will do the query for the database. So we can copy. This should be the database name, and we'll get the array, and we'll set the value, the name, and also the value, right? So I think we have really got to know the logic of this one. You know, we'll query this table. Yeah, this table. Later we can check it out. Maybe now we can show tables. I think it should be this table, right? And then we'll select two columns, the name and also its value. And we'll set the value. And because at the beginning we know the name of the preference name is site mask, so we want to get the value for this name. Okay, so let me show you how to do. We can copy. We can copy and paste here, And now we go back. I think we can, first of all, we can get the structure or schema for this table. CMS, site prefers. Okay, so now we can run select from. So from this table, and where the site pref name is site mask. Okay, I think we can get the value for this site pref key, and this should be the sort. Okay, and the sort should be, you know, prepend, should be added in front of the password. So we can copy and we can create the new password. We can use echo and we can paste in here, followed by the actual password. Okay, and then the out layer is MD5 sum. And I think this should be the encrypted password. And now we can copy. We can update the table, the users. And we want to set the password. And where username is admin. No error, right? Now we can go back to the CMS administrators panel or portal admin. And this time we still input the same password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Submit. As you can see, we are successfully logged in as user admin. Next, you know, this we have really take a bit long time. However, this is the major part I'd like to show you how to make auditing. You know, not like normal machines, only a few files are there, but this case, there's so many files which need to be audited. Okay, and our focus should be the password generation operation, right? Okay, so now we need to find the location to upload the web shell. We can go to the content manager, file up manager, and we can copy from my two sets directory. Should be PHP, and we need to do some modification. IP address of the Kali Linux. And as always, I'd like to change port number to my favorite one. Okay, make sure the IP address of Kali Linux is correct. So now we can browse, go to our working directory. Should be this one. And oh, I put here, sorry about this. We can open. However, it looks like we failed. There is some sort of control in place on the server side, and we need to bypass such control. For example, we can try to change the extension to HTML, and now we go back, and then we can browse, and as you can see, the file has been successfully uploaded. And next, we can set up the listener on the Kali Linux, and we can access this web shell. And as you can see, we have already got the collection from the target. Before we go on, we can zoom in the terminal so the font can be bigger, which Python 2 is there, pty. Okay, so next we need to do some local immersion. How about the architecture? I think this version is very difficult to exploit based on my experience. And now we can go to home directory. There is one normal user, Armor. And here, oh, interesting, binary. And this shell script has SUID bit. So we can get out this shell script. Maybe we can run the binary bash, the echo. I think this way cannot work. Can work, right? Binary. Okay, no such a file. Sorry. Binary bin bash. No error. However, because here just echo cannot run this command. Anyway, we need to find something else like bash history, permission denied, and we can go to the opt directory. Nothing there. Var. Nothing there. Interesting. We can exit and go to the opt directory. Go to the var directory. So I think because I run this shell script, I got some problem. So maybe I need to. Okay. Okay, now restore to the normal shell. Go to the var. Go to backups. Nothing there. Go to www directory. Go to HTML directory. Go to. So maybe we can upload the NumPy shell script, right, to do the automatic immersion. We can copy from my toSets directory. And then we can set up the web server to upload this script to the target. NumPy. And we need to make it executable to run it. No problem. Of course, it's so certain that we need to take advantage of the NumPy shell script to do the automatic immersion. It's done, and then we can scroll back, scroll up, the DB password. Cron job. Nothing very interesting. Search password. Maybe we need to take a look at this one. Hidden relevant files. Okay. So how to do? And we can cut out this. Also here. So I think this message is encoded. We can copy and decode. We can echo to base 64. Output is encoded message again, so we can tunnel the base 64. However, we got some gibberish data. Maybe this is not 64. How about 32? As you can see, we got the password and the username. And also this one, although this is for the web application. However, as we know, this is also the system user. So maybe the password reuse vulnerability exists on the target. We can copy. We can switch to another user and paste the password. The armor. It does work. So next we need to elevate privilege, and we can check the sudo. Yeah, I can run the Python without the password of a root user. So the privilege escalation would be very easy. And we just sudo Python import OS module, OS system, bin bash. Okay, and now we can navigate to root directory to retrieve the final flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.